Hello everyone, welcome to Invest Wisdom. In this video, we're going to talk about a beginner's guide to financial education, financial literacy. If you are new to this channel, do like and subscribe to the channel. Financial literacy isn't the most fun subject to discuss, but it is unquestionably the most necessary. We all need money. The more money we have, the more freedom we have. The more money we spend, the more time we lose. And money is the most essential instrument in the world because it enables us to recover your time. So, you should learn about money so you can reach your financial goals and live the life you've always wanted. Financial literacy is something that everyone should learn. As a result of the outbreak, many people are having difficulty paying their bills. Now that that's out of the way, let's watch the video. Financial literacy is beneficial to many people because it helps them to better understand their money and make better financial decisions. What does it mean to be financially literate? Financial literacy is defined as the ability to make solid financial decisions that allow you to live the life you want. Making money, making a budget, paying off debt, saving, investing, and the basic money management are all examples. What are the components of currency? Money is a means of trade that may be used to acquire goods and services. Since the majority of people spend all of their time at work, they exchange their time for money. There are only so many hours in the day, regardless of how much money you make. Therefore, why do individuals waste so much of it? It is because they have little financial knowledge. Why is it so important to comprehend money? The more you know about money, the better decisions you will make. The more money you will have, and the better you will be at managing it. You may be destitute even if you had the highest paying job on the globe. Having more money does not ensure better financial management. You may have low paying job and yet amass riches if you know how to handle your finances well and have little financial knowledge. When you retire, will you have enough money to go on vacation, buy a house, have a family, or drive your dream sports car? If you are able to pay off unanticipated expenses, if you know how to handle your funds, it may be straightforward to cover unexpected expenses. Earned income is the most basic component of financial knowledge. The funds deposited in your personal accounts represent your earned income. Hourly wages and commissions are instances of money that is earned. Bonuses, commissions, and tips are forms of compensation. When looking for a job or a career, you should evaluate your desired lifestyle and your financial situation. You should also examine the advantages you will get, such as a pension. Combining a dental or retirement saving plan with a union benefits. What is the greatest rank you can achieve? What is the highest amount of money you may be earned? There exists considerable interest in this position. Will it be difficult for you to get employment? Will a student loan be necessary to finance your schooling for this position? Lastly, do you actually want to do this activity or do you just do it for money? The foundation of your personal finances is obtaining a job and generating income. The stronger your financial foundation, the easier it will be to manage the rest of your resources. But do not depend on a single revenue source. If you wish to make more money, you should consider other different opportunities. You should be aware of 7 strategies to earn income. Earned income from dividends. Dividend income is money earned by shareholders of a corporation. Simply purchase shares in a company that pays dividends to get dividend payment, which is typically delivered quarterly. Profits earned. When you sell a product or service more than it costs you to produce, you are a business owner or an entrepreneur. This kind of income is scalable and your earning potential is limitless. But it comes with a great deal of risk, so if you don't want to take a chance, investigate other options. Rental revenue. This occurs when an individual owns an item and rents it out for a price. It might be anything from a residence to an automobile to an equipment. Capital gains. This occurs when a person purchases an item and sells it for a profit. Stocks or a home are two examples, which explains why investing in stocks and real estates are so popular. Earnings derived from interest. When you are compensated for lending out your money, like a high interest saving account bonds or GICS, you receive interest income. To create large amount of interest income, you often require a substantial amount of capital, but it is risk-free and relatively passive. Profits from royalties. This is the money you make from renting out your property to others. Music publications, patents, and even franchises may generate royalties. This kind of income flow requires initial work, but it often pays off handsomely once accomplished. Earned income. Recently, we discussed earned income, which is often your 9-to-5 job. Earned income is the most prevalent and often the most substantial source of income, but it is limited by your ability and the number of hours you can work every day. If you have more than one of these 7 income streams, you will earn more money. You will not be completely destitute if you lose your job since you have other sources of income. These 7 revenue sources may be active or passive. If you want to raise your income, you'll need to find higher paying, less time consuming revenue streams. Many of these types of income may be classified as investments, such as investing in a firm that pays dividends, investing in a real estate that provides rental income or capital gains, or investing in the stock market that pays dividends. The next lesson in financial literacy is saving. If you can't save, you can't invest, and your money will not grow. Therefore, how can you save money? Simply expressed, the definition of conserving money is spending less than one earns. Keeping track of your spending in an account, utilizing money management and budgeting software is one of the easiest techniques. GoHo, a reloadable prepaid Visa with all features you need to manage, and most importantly, preserve your money, is one of the finest. This video is not sponsored by GoHo. I just believe they provide the most comprehensive money management option for people that struggle. Paying yourself first is a simple but efficient method of saving money. As soon as you get paid, save the money and then spend the remainder. If you get compensation, spend it and then save the remainder. You will end up saving less. Paying yourself first and then saving any remaining funds. Pay yourself first with an automated system. When you get paid, set up your account so that money is automatically transferred from your checking to your saving account. When is it advisable to save versus when is it best to invest is something else to consider. Saving accounts are established to address unexpected expenses and short-term objectives. Investing in long-term objectives such as retirement or the education of your children may provide superior benefits. Suppose you are interested in purchasing a home. This would be deemed short-term if you could save for a home in 2 years. Due to a short-term volatility, your short-term saving objectives should not be invested. The phrase long-term saving is now used if you must save a home over a period of 5 years. Therefore, it is preferable to invest these assets in the stock market since you will have more time to recover and avert a loss if anything terrible such as worldwide pandemic occurs to the stock market. You should begin with an emergency fund of $1,600 to $2,600 and work your way up from there. Your future emergency fund will be determined by a lot of things, such as your industry work, your health, and your capacity to find a new job. If you lose your current one, you may be unable to work because of health problems. How many total dependents do you have? Inflation causes savings to lose value over time. So be sure you're not simply saving for the sake of saving. Develop a savings and investment plan. Your credit, however, is an essential component of your financial literacy. If you have a solid credit history and score, you may qualify for credit cards and loans with more favorable conditions and interest rate. Therefore, what precisely is the issue? There are two sorts of debts, positive and negative. Bad debt includes auto loans, credit card debt, and any other kind of debt that does not return the amount borrowed. Good debt is a debt that will be repaid in the future, such as a college loan, business loan, or mortgage. It may be a tool that wrecks your financial life, or it could be a tool that, if utilized properly, helps you generate wealth. This kind of economic approach is known as leverage. Knowing how to financially safeguard oneself is an additional component of financial literacy. This category contains a range of insurance products including auto insurance and home insurance, and etc. Life insurance and business insurance are two forms of insurance available. Having insurance provides financial protections against difficulties and debt. You should also make sure that your valuables such as cash accounts are insured by the CDIC and investment accounts are insured by CIPF are safe. Investing is the next lesson of financial literacy. Investing in stock market, which has generated a great deal of wealth via capital gains, dividend incomes, and the power of compounding, is one of the easiest methods to get started with financial literacy. I propose self-directed investment, or a robo-advisor for investing in the stock market. Self-directed or DIY investing is when an individual opens a brokerage account and manages their own investments. Consider what kind of investor you are and which markets you want to invest in before selecting a brokerage firm. The US market, the Canadian market, or the worldwide market. After finding a broker, you are able to open a cash account at TFSA or an RRSP. You should make initial contributions to your TFSA since all capital gains in these accounts are tax-free. The disadvantage of a TFSA is that you can only contribute a set amount each year, and there are several more limits to consider. Contributions to RRSPs should only be made under certain conditions, so do some research before considering one. Once you have determined which account to create, you may begin investigating the stocks and ETFs in which you want to invest. Continue contributing to your account and doing research to determine whether you should continue holding, selling, or acquiring new stocks. The robo-advisor will invest, rebalance, and reinvest your gains for a modest fee if you just fund your account and establish periodic payments. After accomplishing your aim, withdraw your cash and set yourself a new target. Perhaps your objective is to begin real estate investing. This form of investment demands much more capital, often at least 20% of purchase price. There are many strategies to increase your money in the real estate market. You may benefit from the difference while developing equity in your house and growing its value by renting your property for more than the mortgage. You may also purchase a property, improve it, and sell it for a profit. If you want to invest in real estate but lacks the fund or time to do so, there's a lot to learn about this kind of investments, and you need a team of professionals to help you, such as property managers, builders, realtors, lawyers, and mortgage broker. Another alternative is to buy REITs, or real estate investment trusts. Finally, you have the option of investing in a private or personal company, investing in someone else's company, purchasing an existing firm, or starting a new business are all options for doing this discreetly. You must first do your research before opting to invest in a company. What business concepts do you have in mind? Are you looking to sell something or provide a service? Is your company going to be open to the public or closed to the public? Will you need a business license, insurance, or personnel? If you want your business to prosper, you'll need to improve your financial literacy. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. The next lesson on financial literacy focuses on what the majority of people are skilled at spending, and not in a favorable way. You won't be able to save or accumulate assets with your money. You'll need to spend it on shelter, transportation, food, and clothing in order to survive. So which weapon will you use in this conflict? When you pay with cash, a debit card, a credit card, or a prepaid MasterCard or Visa, you avoid incurring debt because you stop spending when you run out of funds. Cash is also a viable option when purchasing and selling via classified advertising for cash discounts. Research indicates that you will spend less on fraud and cash-only situations or when tipping in cash. With cash, budgeting is more difficult since you risk losing it, being robbed, and being unable to make certain purchases, such as online shopping, pre-authorized purchases, paying bills, and going to a location that only takes MasterCards or Visas. Why not save money by opening a checking account and utilizing a debit card for convenience? If your card is lost or stolen, you may deactivate it and send and receive e-transfers instead of carrying cash. You have access to budgeting resources. The benefits include mobile check deposits, cash withdrawals at any ATM, overdraft protection, and direct transfers of payroll funds. We are cooperating with major financial institutions. A checking account has a monthly charge unless you maintain a minimum balance, and there are a number of additional things to consider. However, there are a few banks such as Tangerine, Simple, and Modus Bank that provide free checking accounts. Additionally, using a debit card does not contribute to building a credit. You will need a credit card in order to establish credit. You get the ability to borrow money with a credit card. Before applying for a credit card, there are a few things you should be aware of. One of the best ways to establish credit is to do it right. What is the yearly interest rate on your loan? What is the interest rate on late payment, cash advances, and foreign currency charges during the grace period? A credit card allows access to airport lounges and free roadside assistance, as well as purchase protections and extended warranties. In addition, the majority of credit cards provide cashback or reward points, and if you use one, you are covered by a zero liability guarantee, including among the downside of credit card use are interest and other expenses. The average annual percentage rate on a credit card is around 20%. This is why it is essential to pay off credit card debt prior to incurring interest. One of the most significant drawbacks of credit card is that if you don't monitor your spending, you might find yourself in debt. This might be done without your knowledge with relative case. Credit cards should only be used for one of two reasons: building credit and earning points and perks. If you are attempting to establish credit, make a few purchases every month and pay off the loan as quickly as possible. If you have a tendency to overspend and are unable to pay off your balance in full each month, credit cards may not be for you. Another alternative for spending is a reloadable MasterCard or Visa prepaid card. There will be usage of KOHO, Stack, and Mogo cards as well as PC Money account. These accounts have no monthly fees and the charges they do impose are limited. Some cards like KOHO provide cashback. KOHO will soon provide KOHO savings, which will allow you to make money on your credit card balance instead of paying interest. What resources exist to assist you in acquiring financial literacy? Start by acquiring as much free information as possible from YouTube videos, blogs, podcasts, and other free resources such as budget planners, financial calculators, comparison tools, and free courses and programs. You may go even far by investing in books, courses, and programs, as well as enlisting the assistance of mentors and specialists. Financial literacy is most effective learned via practice. You may learn all there is to know about investing in stock market, but unless you actually invest, you are not putting that knowledge to use, and making mistakes is a terrific way to learn. Therefore, I advise you to begin studying immediately. If you start with very little money and keep going for years, you will make mistakes, learn, and gain experience. But if you wait till you have more money, you will repeat the same mistakes and pay more. Thank you for watching. I hope you have learned something from this video. If you like this video, do give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below. Thank you and goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.